What is understood does not have to be spoken. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know what's that about, but we're going to tap in to see. Okay. How's everyone doing? You guys know my messages are timeless. Whenever you tap on to the message is when you're supposed to hear it. So don't worry about if the message is old or if the message is new. Whenever you tap on, you are supposed to hear this message. What's understood does not have to, oh. What's understood does not have to be spoken. That's what I'm hearing. And I feel like this is like, it could be a love connection situation, but I feel like it's something higher than that. I feel like it's something deeper, okay? And it's something good. Like, I feel like you guys don't have to worry about something. What's understood doesn't have to be spoken. That's the title of this live energy reading. If you know, you know. If you don't, you will know by the end of this reading, okay? I'm feeling like this is somebody's message to you, okay? I'm also feeling like there is either like military. Why was I going to say Matilda? So it could be spiritual. This could be the galactic. It's some type of force, enforcement. This could be officers. This could be military, okay? Somebody is giving you this message, like, what's understood doesn't have to be spoken. I don't know what that's about. I really don't know, but we're going to find out. I'm picking up, somebody is literally telling you this. They like telling you what's understood doesn't have to be spoken. So you and this force, this entity, this deity, or this energy could be communicating telepathically. I don't know. I don't know. But I heard what's understood does not have to be spoken. And I'm feeling like it's somebody could be in the military, or the military could be involved too. Very interesting story. What's understood does not have to be spoken. Now that I've put all the filters on to make sure I look good, we can get into this energy reading to see what it is. What is this about? Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors. What's understood does not have to be spoken. What's up, Ja from Poland? So I'm going to be working with past life energy. I'm also going to be working with the oh, I didn't get that one. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, good. I'm going to work with the ancestral and angel deck. Okay, and I'm also going to get some affirmations by the end of this reading. Yeah, what's understood does not have to be spoken. And like I said, I'm feeling like this is somebody's message to you. And I feel like it's because either intuitively you are picking up on something, or intuitively you are communicating with something, a force. I'm also getting that this could be involving the military. You could be in the military, or the military could be involved in this situation. So it looks like we're about to go dive deep into something, which is why I came on 30 minutes earlier than usual. I'm usually on here 3 p.m. Pacific time, just in case you ever wanted to know. But I came on here a little bit early because we might run over the time, all right? If you guys have military officials or military situation involved, you might want to get a pen and paper. You might want to take down some notes. I don't know what's going to come out in this energy reading, but that's what I heard. Let's get it. Holy Spirit, holy angels, ancestors of the highest white light, please allow me to channel only the messages of the highest white light. Anything not of the highest white light, please close and shut that door respectfully. Oh, I'm getting some downloads. Archangel Michael, please protect my energy, the energy of my loved ones, and those that are viewing this message whenever they are viewing this message. Give us clear, concise, confirming messages for this energy today. This is the current energy. What's understood does not have to be spoken. Wow. I'm getting downloads after the downloads. I don't want to go deep today. I promise you, I don't even want to do it. I do not want to go. As soon as I heard the military was involved, I was like, oh, Lord, or the military. And here I am. All right. World War II vet kids. Okay, Antoine, I see you. Okay. Okay, listen. I don't like delivering these messages. You know why? Because it don't pay me enough. Respectfully, that's why I got to figure something out. But anyway, super chats and memberships is open. You guys This message may be available for a replay depending on how deep it goes. If not, if you don't see this message, what's understood doesn't have to be spoken, then it's going to be in the membership section depending on how deep we go today, okay? That's why it's so good to become a member, because I don't leave public messages that's deep on the public. Like, I mean, I don't leave messages that's deep like this on the public platform. It's in the membership section, all right? Y'all have to give me a minute. I'm pausing because I don't even know what the hell is about to come out right now. All right, Spirit, help me, please. Because as soon as I was shuffling, I seen the Chariot card. I seen the Chariot card. You know, the Chariot is forward movement, but also the Emperor drives the Chariot. The Chariot is giving me, you know, some type of arrests, okay, mass arrest. I'm also picking up, you know, thievery energy. I'm also picking up, yeah. Right? Come on, Antoine. I'm trying. Let me see. Lord, help me, please. What are we doing? Woo! Okay, here we go. All right. All right, Antoine. Thank you for that. You're right. You're right. I got to choose shit wisely out this motherfucker. Help me, Holy Spirit. What's understood does not have to be spoken. Thank you. There it is. So a lot of the times over here, you guys, y'all don't get the gist of my messages. But for the last 3 weeks on my other platform, I've literally been telling my community over there that they're the true stars. Okay? I've been saying, the chosen are the true stars. Okay? And that we have to stop calling entertainers and celebrity stars, because they're not. What qualifies a star to be a star is capable of healing. A star is capable of renewing and restoring. And we've given these celebrities and entertainers the title of star, but it's misplaced, because these entertainers and these celebrities heal nothing. They renew nothing. If you think about it, they are not people that give back to the community. They're not people that restore or renew families, communities, nothing. They are here for pure entertainment. So when I see the star energy pop out and it's the first card out, it's telling me this is about the chosen. This is about the divine beings, the true celebrities, the true stars. Because a lot of these stars, they get their inspiration from your storylines, your ancestors. They get their inspiration for their looks from you, their swag from you. They get, you know what I'm saying? These are people who, I don't know. Why is the star out here, Holy Spirit? Thank you. 8 of Cups in reverse. Not getting away, not walking away from true love. Come on, Spirit. Okay. So let's go ahead and identify who we're talking about right now so that we can eliminate who we're not talking about. Okay. We are talking about the divine chosen beings, star seeds, light workers, earth angels. Take it as it resonates. You are not getting away. You are not walking away when it comes to being the true love of the divine, your ancestors, angel guides. You have never been separated. You have never been left from being who you are. Who are you? Who are you? That's what I heard. The wounded warrior. The wounded warrior. The 9 of Wands. What the 9 of Wands represents in the tarot is experience, accomplishments, perseverance, courage. It's being able to overcome the actions. Okay, I heard, and I'm just trying to channel here so I can get the accuracy of this message. What makes you the wounded warrior is you being able to get over the obstacles and challenges that people have thrown in your life, placed in your life purposely. This is what I'm hearing. This is what gives you the wounded warrior. So if you're the wounded warrior, it will make sense that I heard what's understood doesn't need to be spoken. And then I heard military, warrior, military, militant, the wounded warrior. as in battle war, spiritual war. Take it as it resonates. Tapped into the Most High God with the Hierophant. You understand? And there's that Chariot. All right, hold on. Sorry. You have never been separated from the true love of the Most High God, your ancestors, angel guides, however you resonate. I don't judge over here. Okay? I don't judge. I don't place stipulations on how you're supposed to believe. I'm just channeling the energy and the message. I'm hearing that you have never been separated. The Most High God, your ancestors, angel guides, have never walked away from you. I'm also picking up that you have never walked away from your one true love. And some of you, your one true love is the Most High God. You understand? So we're establishing the foundation of this energy right now, and we will be able to move forward. But first I have to help you understand who I'm talking to, because there's a lot of swagger jackers that like to come over here in my readings. They like to come jack your energy. They like to come take the energy for themselves. So I have to build for a moment to get in the minds of who this energy is for and who it is for not, and who it's not for. I am talking to you that never walked away from your true love of self, but most importantly, you being tapped in. You've always been tapped in, and you never walked away from your true love, whether that's the Most High God, whether that's the ancestors, the legacy, whatever. However you identify today, you never walked away despite challenges, okay? Despite stumbling blocks, despite obstacles, despite being the wounded warrior with spiritual warfare or the battle. You guys could have even been in the military. Take it as it resonates, okay? David, bye. I don't need to be, you know what I'm saying? Here y'all come. Here y'all come bothering me. Y'all bother me. I need moderators. I don't like these people. I don't like these people. That's why I'm going to radio. You know, I'm seriously, y'all, I'm about to go to radio. I am definitely going to radio. I'm almost done with the videos. I cannot. I'm over the people, okay? But listen, what I'm hearing is you have never walked away from your true love. So the star energy, you never walked away from your true love despite the fucking obstacles, despite the storm, the struggling, the whatever this is. I'm gonna try to establish it. You always kept moving forward, and so there's a manifestation that's happening for you. Come on now, King of Cups. I fucks with that. I fucks with that. Don't get distracted, Miss Courtney. Let's stay focused. Star energy, you guys. Oh my God, y'all. I'm getting emotional. Why have I been Oh, I know why. My womanly thing is going on. I've been emotional like a motherfucker here these last couple of days. Star energy never walked away from the one true love, your Most High God, ancestor, being tapped in. You never walked away. The energy, there has never been a disconnect despite you being the Nine of Wands. Okay, tell me more. The Lovers. Oh, so you have never walked away from the Most High God, your one true love. This is going in so many different directions. Hierophant to the Lovers. There's no competition here in this energy. I fucks with this. There's no competition in this energy. There's no tension. There's no chaos, okay? There's never been this friction with you and your belief, with you and your source, with you and how you identify and how you tapped in. There's never been that. And so for some of you guys, now you are coming into true love, because as above, so below. 5D energy, you haven't walked away from being tapped into your higher calling, whatever it is, whatever that is, right? So this 5D energy, that despite whatever you was going through, you never walked away from your source, and so now it's manifesting in the physical by way of true love, by the way of a lover, by the way of your divine counterpart. Do you understand what I'm saying here? That's amazing. That's amazing. You being tapped into your source, whoever that is for you, And despite trials, tribulations, stumbling blocks, wounds, spiritual battle, war, you never walked away from it. So therefore, the 5D energy and essence of that connection is manifesting in the 3D through true love. I fucks with that. I'm telling you, look, the lovers, the Hierophant, that's divine law, universal law. That's a commitment. That's a marriage. That is a bond. That is a covenant. It's as if whatever that connection is that you have or had with your source, your ancestors, the leg, however, it is manifesting in the form of a relationship, in the form of a union. Because we all know as above, so below. So now you have this bond, this covenant, connection, next level union manifesting in the 3D, you guys. Because no matter what, you never disconnected. So this could be past life. Y'all could be in a connection. Y'all could have been in a connection in a past life, or y'all could have been in, you know, I don't get into that spooky shit, but some of you guys could believe in past life connection. So this could be a past life connection that is rebirthing or resurrecting. It's going in so many just different directions that I had to give you the foundation to understand. Also, this is going to be a blueprint for some of you, right? This is going to be a blueprint for some of you to understand. This is how your divine union is going to manifest in the 3D. When you go through your storms, your stumbling blocks, your warfare, and you never disconnect from the legacy, the ancestral belief, faith source, then this is how Spirit is going to walk you into your divine destiny and union. We got a love connection out here, a marriage. This is a higher level commitment. And when I said what's understood doesn't have to be spoken, and then I said the military, it's as if this relationship and this connection is protected. Because I said the military is involved, and it's like, you know, some like what's understood doesn't have to be spoken because this thing is protected. So for some of you guys, you need to understand that you got a relationship that no matter what, you're going to find. You're going to come into union. You're going to have that. Even if you're lonely now, even if you're single now, even if you're by yourself now, even if you're in a karmic relationship now, eventually you will land in this connection and this union. I fucks with that. Hierophant to the lover. Spirit said that's the truth. Ace of Swords. This is true love. You got the Ace of Cups, which is true love, right? It's true love. The Ace of Cups. It's a gift from the divine. And then you got the Ace of Swords, true, which is the truth, the sword of truth. What is true? This true love. Hierophant energy to the lovers. Y'all meant to work on something or work together with the Eight of Pentacles. Look at the Strength card. Together you are stronger. Wow. Okay, wow. Y'all know I don't do public love readings, so let me just see how far we're going to get with this. This is not going to be a replay. I don't know. I don't want to shut it out. I don't do public love readings. But this is, I feel like you guys, this is a love reading, but it's also confirmation about your connection with your source. All right, where are we going with this, Holy Spirit? Because you know how I am. Where are we going with this? Thank you. Page of Wands. Good news. That's where we're going. Good news. Eight of Pentacles. Your hard work has paid off. Good news. Good news. Because the Page of Wands is good news. The Page of Wands is message. Somebody could want to tell you this. Somebody could want to talk to you. You could be getting ready to talk to your lover. You could be getting ready to communicate. This is communication. It's good news. So how you're going to know that it's not your person is if the news is not good. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's think about what I'm saying here. Because I don't want you guys to try to force your ex to be this divine partner. I don't want you to force this karmic connection that you guys have been associated with into this beautiful thing. We're talking about good news, good messages, because the Page of Wands is good news. The Page of Wands is messages that reflect goodness. So these are going to be characteristics to help you guys understand what is and what is not, okay? Okay. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure that I'm about to start picking up on the bullshit. So we got the foundation of the reading, and you know, with things like this, there's some bullshit. All right. What's the good news here, Spirit? The Page of Wands. What's the good news? Thank you. Three of Cups. Celebration, gathering. Hierophant. So this could be, like I said, a celebration of marriage, of a wedding. You got to be shitting me. So I said, what is the good news? And the Three of Cups came out. And the Three of Cups talks about a group. The Three of Cups could also talk about celebration and gathering. So there could be a group gathering. What's the Three of Cups? Clarify the Three of Cups. One more. What's the Three of Cups? Because I said the good news, you know, anytime you got good news, people start gathering and talking. The Tower. So that's the good news. The good news is this group is experiencing some type of tower. This could be a third party. This could be a group of people. This could be people that you used to celebrate with, or this person used to celebrate with. There's a tower because of this good news. Something is changing because of this good news, okay? And I'm being guided to pull my past life deck because of this specific energy, but let me try to decipher what's going on with this group Three of Cups energy here, with this tower energy here. The Emperor. Somebody standing in their fucking power. Okay, period. And letting people go. Five of Pentacles. So, because somebody's in love. That's the good news. But you know how that go. It's kind of sad when you think about it, because sometimes when men express themselves, and it don't have to be a man, it could be a woman, right? Problems come, you know. For some reason, it's okay for a man to do everything. Work hard, be a good provider, take care of everybody, you know, sacrifice themselves for others. But when a man starts expressing emotions or heart or feelings, that becomes a problem, especially if you think about the times when men are said, you're not supposed to cry, or you shouldn't feel like this, or you shouldn't feel like that. A man's emotions is almost annihilated right when he's young. So there's a tower here because somebody is standing in their power, creating these boundaries. Somebody's standing in their authority, probably to a group of people, a group of friends is what I'm hearing, because somebody is manifesting love. Somebody's in love, and somebody wants to take the leadership role and stand in their authority. Heavy in the authority, but I'm telling you, the reason this person is heavy in authority is because of the type of love this is. And when society is misinformed about divine love, divine unions that are manifesting from the 5D to the 3D, people are misinformed, people are misled, people do not even understand that what's really going on. Because they think love is this fairy tale, this fantasy, this idea. But as you can see here, this is something divine, divinely protected as well. This is a militant situation going on. I do not know why yet. This is a heavily protected connection. Okay. This is a heavily protected connection. So a man in this particular situation has to stand in their authority. Authority is out here twice with the Chariot. That's basically 3 times, because that's an emperor. Need to stand in your power and have authority. And it's because the type of relationship this is. Hierophant to the Lovers, to the Star, to the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. It's bigger than what people are going to try to make this. That's why what's understood doesn't have to be spoken, because even if you attempted to try to explain this particular dynamic, it would be misunderstood. How can you explain I got to make changes. I got to make changes to a lot of things because the Most High God told me to, because Source told me to, because my angels told me to, because I am picking up that I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to have authority here. They're going to start thinking somebody's crazy. If you start saying, I got I'm having dreams, I'm getting downloads, I'm getting this inclination, this confirmation, I'm not happy here, my emotions all over the place, I'm frazzled, blah, blah, blah. Somebody's going to think you off the Richter. So something here doesn't need to be explained. This father figure energy who has manifested a leadership, you're supposed to lead this covenant, this commitment, this contract. This is a spiritual soul contract that you must lead. 3 of Wands. You have been expecting this. And it has been delayed. 8 of Swords. You have been expecting this, or this has been a part of the plan, but you have been delayed. Slow. This has been slow to come. The Empress. It took the Empress a while to get here, okay? We got the Emperor to the Empress out here. This is a power couple energy. It took a while. Somebody could have been delayed with the 8 of Swords. Somebody's been delayed. Somebody's been imprisoned, okay? Somebody's been, confined, okay? From taking action, all right? To be seen. Somebody had to be able to be seen. But somebody here for a while has been delayed. The Empress. You've been expecting this. 3 of Wands. You've been expecting this ascension, this thing. You've been knowing that one day this would come. But it took her a while or him a while to get to you because they was delayed from taking action of being seen. It took a lot of strength. Strength card. Moon card. It took a lot of strength. Somebody had to work coming out of the darkness, coming out of being hidden. Somebody had to work to close out cycles. This is what I'm saying with the 9 of Wands. It's been a lot of work. For some of you, it's going to take a lot of work for you to rise into being seen. The masculine has to see you, or feminine. The feminine has to be able to see the masculine. And it's hard to do when you are imprisoned, or you are delayed, or when you are confined to a place or thing. And so that could have been some of the issues that you guys are dealing with right now. Queen of Cups energy. Heavy on the justice, you guys. Changes have to happen. There's something major going on out here. Okay. It's so, yeah, somebody has to have stand in their authority. You know what I'm saying? It's about authority. I know you guys be tripping when I use scripture, but the scripture says, I have given you the power to trample on snakes. Why'd I say steaks? Y'all better stand on them steaks. I keep telling y'all quit eating everybody's food. The spirit says stand on them steaks. You better quit eating them fucking food. I don't know. I had a steak the other day. It was so good. But listen, that masculine's going to have to stand in their authority. Okay? They're going to have to take you can't be the one forcing this thing. You can't, because then I feel like that'll kind of mess up the timeline. The masculine is to lead. We saw the King of Wands. The masculine is to take authority. Once you are revealed, 6 of Wands, once you are seen, that person has to have the authority. Take the authority. Make the changes. You cannot do it. All right. Let's look at this past energy because we are dealing with a divine connection here. So I kind of want to see if love has to be forced. It's not real. Yeah. Exactly. It's not true. Love should make you feel strong, courageous, perseverance, like you could accomplish anything. Let's see what this past life energy is. What's this past energy? Because I said that this is a 5D connection. 5D. Something about the 5D manifesting. I cannot make this shit up for nothing. I cannot. I will not. I cannot make this shit up for nothing. It says father and spouse. I said, what is this past life energy? So you guys could have, I don't know, because I really don't be diving down I don't go down rabbit holes. Just to let you guys, I am not a conspiracy theorist. I don't give a fuck about going down no rabbit holes. But this could be a past life connection. Okay? Somebody here y'all destined to have a child. I didn't want to say it, but when the mother popped out with the goddamn on bird, with the fucking father here, with the spouse, somebody here, you could be destined to have a child, okay? That's weird. That's weird how they came out. All right. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Somebody has a phobia of this type of relationship. There's a phobia of this type of relationship coming together because the amount of finances, okay, that you guys are going to be able to build. There's a phobia. Somebody's afraid of this type of shit right here. Somebody is afraid of this type of shit right here. Somebody has a phobia of this type of connection right here. That's again why we got military involved. Okay, we have military involved. Somebody could be Native American here. All right, phobia, this ship, where this relationship is going financially. Somebody is afraid. So y'all can have different backgrounds, different cultures, different beliefs, and you coming together. People are afraid of where this relationship will take you all. Give me one more here, and then we'll expound on this. Lord have mercy. You laugh as she heals. What is this? It came out again. It came out again. It came out again. Native American to the phobia. Bitch, they scared of whoever this Native American is. Baby, they are scared. You scared the fuck out of somebody. Okay? You scared the fuck out of somebody. You could be indigenous to the land, a land. All right? Somebody got some phobias about you, child. Let me see what the fuck's going on. Lord have mercy. What is this, child? All right, let's look at this. We're going to break this down. What is the culture or background have to do with love when two people can connect in such a way nothing can ever wreck it? Well, we're going to see. It's a phobia here. I don't know why they would be scared of that. It does matter, though. People should understand that it does matter. Okay? It does matter. Do you see other cultures marrying outside their cultures for real? That's not major. A lot of cultures marry within their marriage, within their culture. I don't know what is this? Okay. Yeah, y'all triggered. Ben, you in here triggered, motherfucker. You in here triggered. Y'all triggered. I told you I got phobias, child. They are triggered here. Let me try to figure out. Ben, let me hurry up and try to figure out. Because you just proved it. Y'all just proved me right. Y'all just helped me. You really help my messages be confirmation. Every day. They really do come in here and they really confirm what I be saying. Let me look at the phobia first. What is the phobia that Ben and people like Ben have here? And it popped right over this marriage and Native American. Okay? Personal transformation, the tower in reverse, right? These people fear change. It's a collapse here. These two coming together is going to tear down. So it's going to collapse something here. And this is what they're afraid of. Personal transformation, fear of change. What is this? The tower in reverse. Two of Swords. It's something that it's whoever has these phobias. Whoever has this phobia of these two coming together don't want people to see something. With the Two of Swords, they don't want people to see personal transformation. They don't want people to see, things changing. These are people who are afraid of change. You know what I'm saying? There's a narrative here or something that would be collapsed. Okay? And that's what these people are afraid of. Nine of Pentacles. This is independence. This would be a couple who would be together independently of this narrative here. And it's also, look, Nine of Pentacles, it's also stability. This is a couple who would be able to function together independently with stability, independent of what? The plan. What the fuck is the plan? That you got to gather and unite with others? Like this world is unified? No. Because if you think about Native American, this is tribal. These are people who stayed within their tribe. So this is a couple who would change the narrative that you got to be a free-for-all and fuck with everybody. That you got to be a free-for-all and get along with everybody and be around everybody and be go-lucky everybody. No, this is a marriage, a relationship, and a building of a culture that would be independent of the narrative that you got to go along to get along. And that's what these people don't want to happen here. All right, because these are two individuals that would be okay operating within their own tribe and in their own fucking community here. Okay. That's what I'm feeling like here. Tell me what this Nine of Pentacles here is. Independence, minding your business. And this is the new beginning. This is you guys living in a world, taking action, not being inclusive, not worrying about including everybody, all cultures, everybody's ideals. This is not a we need to unify mentality. We need to fuck with everybody mentality. This is we got our own shit going on, tending to our own garden, tending to our own business, our own. This is, I'm telling you, this is building a, look, Four of Wands, this is building a community and a solid foundation independently of the world, society, norms, a free fall. Y'all would just be in your own bubble, in your own community, building your own thing. And you know, that's something that used to happen in the past, but doesn't happen today because you're supposed to get along with everybody. You're supposed to accept everybody and everything. You're supposed to feel like, you know, that's what people are scared of. They scared of it going back to the way that of how things used to be, tribal, family, right? Where you would only, you know, build and associate and unite within your own family, your own tribe, your own unit. Where the father had the say so. You understand? Well, the mother educated and tended to the children or whatever her responsibilities was, you know, and the father led, guided. This relationship and this connection is about healing a bloodline, healing a belief, a culture, a community. This is how you heal communities. This is how you heal families. This is how you heal. And people have a fear of that. They have a fear of men running their own ship. Because everybody want to have a say-so in how a man runs his family or how a man and his you know, associates, alliances, and allies run communities, run their education systems. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting these men are getting back to collaborating and running their own communities and their own families. And they're going to associate with men that's also like-minded. And people are afraid of that. Talk about the phobias. I'm telling you, people are afraid of that because they feel threatened that then there will be some type of action. What type of action? Knight of Wands. They're afraid of the actions. Oh, look how that flew. They're afraid they're going to end up. They're afraid y'all coming out of heartbreak. I'm telling y'all, this is healing. This is about healing. This, because look, with the Three of Swords in reverse. They're afraid that these type of unions coming together and operating independently is ultimately going to heal you all's heartbreak, the heartbreak of the community, the children, the family, because it would no longer be broken. The system would no longer be broken. There'd be some organization. There'll be some unification within a unit. There'll be results. But ultimately, you guys will come out of heartbreak. So it's like these people want you stuck in constantly in a loop of your heart being broken. Let's talk about what the Three of Swords represents in the tarot. Heartbreak, suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, depression, betrayal, delays, disloyalty. Because we saw the Empress was delayed. That is an energy for communities, children, parents, right? Being stuck in betrayal, depression, disloyalty, divorce. Look at the marriage rate, divorce. This would begin to heal that. Wow. Clarify the Three of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Three of Swords in reverse. I cannot make this shit up. This is conflict. It would heal conflict. Five of Swords. It would heal Decepticons. You understand? See, these are Decepticons, because that's what I see when the Five of Swords. It's really deception, but I'll be like Decepticons, right? It really heals the Decepticons. It really heals this world from the Decepticons, the pretenders, the wannabes, could never be's, the fake fathers, the fake mothers, the fake community builders and healers, the ones that talk a good game, but there's never no results. The ones that want to win at all costs, but not win for the family, the bloodline, the legacy. The ones that's out for themselves, that would do anything for themselves, but nothing for the family, nothing for the community, the children. It would literally heal them. And that's the wish fulfillment. That's the energy that I'm picking up today, 144, as I say this. That's what the phobia is, y'all. Yeah, the clout chasers. It would bring to the forefront what family life is really about. Also, too, I don't mean no disrespect, y'all, but if you see a mother and a father here, I just seen BET, right? I just seen, this is for entertainment purposes anyway. Please don't send me no cease and desist letters and shit like that, because I don't got no motherfucking money to pay you celebrities. And I seem like I'm always offending you motherfuckers. I don't know why y'all keep watching me so. But I just seen BET, and I'm going to just tell you what I'm picking up. I just seen BET, and I love this gal a lot, right? I love T.S. Madison, all right? I love T.S. Madison. I ain't gonna lie. But I done seen T.S. Madison strong arm some men into some hucklebuck positions now. You know what I'm saying? I done seen T.S. Madison as a former, porn star put men in a strong ass pretzel and hucklebuck men now. But BET just did an article saying T.S. Madison is doing amazing things for Black women as a trans woman, a woman. Black Entertainment Television, BET, just released an article that said for Black women or for Women's History Month, T.S. Madison is doing amazing things for the Black woman. No lie, I just seen it today. And this is the same woman who was folding men up like a pretzel, because she got a horse. If y'all ain't never seen it. Because, see, I'm going to go ahead and admit to y'all, because I told y'all my friends and everything. And back in the day, you know what I'm saying, I used to search for some freaky shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to be online when I was in my day. I was searching for that freaky shit, and I was coming across all kind of freaky shit. And I did. I came across freaky ass T.S. Madison. Everybody can change and, go through, change their life. But, baby girl, baby girl is hung like a horse, okay? And she was making, she had some men in some very compromising, demeaning positions. And BET has said that she is doing amazing things for Black women. And respectfully, I agree. I think it's amazing that you make a man whine and fold the way that you did. You know what I'm saying? That you humbled some of them men, respectfully. And, with all due respect, I'm going to say sometimes men need a humbling. And I was privileged enough to witness many of her encounters being humbled. And if by that is what BET means by doing amazing things for Black women, then I will agree. If you can be out here humbling these men who like to come at Black women, because I will remind you that I seen you folded up like a motherfucking pretzel, whining and running from the D. Now, what that's telling me is that y'all can't take no D. And you know how I feel about women and men at this point. Now we got to include y'all, since y'all like the same thing that we like, running from the D. Now, y'all know I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all need to woman up, and y'all need to be able to take that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, if that's what BET meant by humbling, men, she has done a lot of things for Black women, then by golly, I agree. But again, being that spirit, take that shit. And I mean, no. Tam creates. That's exactly what she said. Don't run from me. Don't run from me. I was excited. I was like, I had never seen nothing like that in my life. I was like, oh my God. I was like, stop running. I was talking to the TV. I was like, stop running. Come on now, relax. Relax, okay? We have an assignment here, okay? We have to get to the finish line, okay? Running is not going to do anything for you, but, make her matter and you be in more pain. So you're going to have to relax. I'm coaching the guy through it, I'm coaching the guy through it. But seeing here what Spirit is reiterating. Okay, no, I'm done, Black God. I'm done. I'm done, Black God. You ain't got to leave. I'm done. I just had to make my point. My apologies. And I was having a flashback because it was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. Matter of fact, it was a favorite of mine. I had favorited it. Okay, because it got my little loins together. Now I was surprisingly excited. Okay, now listen. This is the phobia, though, you guys. This is the phobia. For this to ever come back as the highlight of what this world represents, people are scared. The phobia is the mother and the father healing the dynamic of what family really is. And that's why another thing is what's understood doesn't have to be spoken. Okay? What's understood does not have to be spoken. That's the phobia. And this is this couple or these collective couples who will come together will be independent of the narrative of the Decepticons. You will operate independently. You will take actions independently. and you will be the competition. With the Ace of Wands to the Four of Wands, being the Five of Wands, you will be the competition against the Decepticons. Because the competition is the original, and that's unfortunate, especially in a world that says we all supposed to be unified, we all supposed to be working together, but it's clearly not that, right? When women are the least protected, right? When women are the least respected, and when we have lost our identity. Go look it up. Tan Ra wants to know how much. Go look it up if she hasn't removed it. I mean, it's strong. It's a long, strong. Okay, it's long and it's strong, and she still has it to this day. Thank God, because ain't no way you should be cutting off nothing. That's a gift. You should not be cutting nothing off like that. That's ridiculous. That'd be sad. Now, if it's a micro, something a little small, I could understand. But you should never cut nothing off. If it's girth and stuff like that, you shouldn't do that. So Lorna says, behind closed doors, they bully them. Well, they won't be bullied in this situation, okay? In this situation, whoever these mother and fathers that are coming together, they will be healing the narrative, working independently, and they will actually be the competition. So when clarify the competition. Clarify the Ace of Wands, Four of Wands, because this is a new beginning here on how you guys are going to take action. Moon card. You guys are going to compete against the illusion of what family is. I'm sorry. This illusion, this moon, this veil, this illusion that they've put over the world in terms of what a mother and father is, when it comes to these children, you guys are going to be you're going to be competing against that. I don't know how loud you guys are going to get, but I know you guys are going to be seed in the land. I know you guys are going to be working on something with the Nine of Pentacles, because that's reaping the reward of your labor. So you guys are going to be laboring in this competition in some kind of way. Ace of Wands to the Four of Wands. You're going to be laboring. So you're going to be working on something when it comes to this. Yes, baby. You're going to be recovering, you guys. You guys are going to be recovering, from losses. You're going to recover the loss. You're going to recover the loss of what these people have done to the family unit. And you're going to be doing this through laboring. I don't know. You guys know. I don't know. You guys know what you have been called to do energetically, as a man, as a woman, as a unit, as a collective. Okay? All right. This illusion. Yeah. Look, these people have been harvesting your energy, you guys. With the Seven of Swords, that's stealing time, energy, money, finances. These people with this illusion, they've been harvesting your energy. You guys, so it's almost like this couple has to come together to disconnect the people from having their energy harvested. Something like that, child. Judgment. Because whatever the people are connecting to, if you guys are connecting to this energetically, if you guys are plugged into this energetically, these people are harvesting your energy. So this competition is about disconnecting from that narrative and allowing you guys the freedom to operate independently in your own thoughts, to come back to the normal. If you okay with the LGBT community, that's okay. But that don't mean you have to be plugged in and harvested on. If you want to be an independent thinker, which we know now independent thinkers are troublemakers, right? Independent thinkers are attacked. People that think independently from this illusion and this deception, 9 times out of 10 become, oppressed, suppressed, or, depressed, right? Because you're not supposed to think that, anything other than what this illusion is. What is this Seven of Cups illusion? What is this moon energy? Let's talk about the illusion right now here. Let's talk about this illusion here of juggling, of adapting. The illusion is that you have to adapt. This is the way that it is, so you're going to get used to it and you're going to adapt to it, basically. This is the way that it is. Women, trans women is the new face of womanhood, and you're going to have to adapt to this, and you're going to have to to agree to this. That's basically what it is. And it doesn't necessarily have to be trans, but I'm saying who has a phobia of mothers and fathers healing this dynamic? Because every conversation that I hear when it comes to trans women, not trans men, because that's a whole nother topic for another day that the men's gonna have to address. Because if y'all seen them trans men is giving these men a run for their money, baby. Them trans men, you can't even tell that they are women. So that's a whole nother ball game, and that's something y'all gonna have to deal with. Cause baby, them trans men, baby, they mensing out here, baby. Baby, you can't eat. They got beards, bitch. They got beards. They are them men's, baby. They gonna give y'all, they giving y'all men, and that's another subject for another day. I'm gonna stay in my lane. But I got a picture in my photo thing. I'm gonna post it on my community board when I get off of here so y'all can see that these men's is these trans men's is mensing. Okay? But the illusion is you have to adapt to this life. Like, this is what it is. You need to change your perspective. I heard somebody say this today because I accidentally called a trans woman a he. I did it. It was literally an accident. And somebody was like, no, you mean she. You're going to have to get that right. You in Gen Z world now. You in Gen Z. You're going to have to get that right. And I'm like, damn, so I have to adapt my language and how I address, you know, and that's what I'm talking about with the Two of Pentacles, having to adapt. You're going to have to deal with it, and you're going to have to adjust. You're going to have to make the changes in your conversation and in your wording. Okay? So let's clarify this Two of Pentacles. For some of you, I'm not even gonna lie. As soon as I look back over here, I'm gonna tell you what I seen. Seven of Swords to the Two of Pentacles. For some of you, y'all being juggled with that community. Two of Pentacles. For some of y'all, your love connections is juggling you with that community. And this is how they are harvesting your energy. So if you a woman, you can have a man that deals with either other men or trans women, and they're harvesting your energy. Or take it as vice versa. Take it as a resonates, child. Some of these men out here juggling the situation too with the Two of Pentacles. Some of y'all, your competition is shit. Damn. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That's what I seen out here. For some of you, that's what's hidden. With the Moon card to the Seven of the Swords to the Two of Pentacles, this is another reason why these relationships will be competition, because if you are in a third-party situation where your man or your woman is with the opposite sex, when you see this couple operating independently and building, it's going to bring you back to reality and saying, I don't have to settle if I don't want to. I don't have to settle being juggled in this situation if I don't want to. This is why this relationship or this coming together of this marriage is going to be competition, is because it's going to remind people that have settled in some of these situations that they don't have to settle. Somebody's going to look at this mother and this father dynamic and how you guys work together and build together, and somebody's going to say, I don't have to settle for this. I don't have to settle being juggled by somebody who is taking my energy and inserting it into this community or this situation that I don't necessarily agree with, but I'm being forced to agree with because this is the way the world is and this is the norm. And so for some of you, this connection that you guys are coming into is going to be a wake-up call to many people who have adapted, who've settled in this energy, whether they want to or they not, whether they know or they don't know. It's going to be a waking up. Tell me more. King of Swords. Damn. Yeah. King of Swords is going to be delayed from imprisoning lovers in these motherfucking connections. Y'all got to be kidding me. Now we done got in somebody's business now, y'all. Now we done gotten somebody's business. King of Swords. Now we done gotten somebody's fucking business. Hold on, let me lotion my lips a little bit. The guy I'm with just told me all his friends came out to their wives and kids. We done got into somebody's motherfucking business. I wasn't trying to get into nobody's business. But I guess Spirit gonna go ahead and tell on this King of Swords. Some type of official. The King of Swords is somebody with a position or a position of authority. See? You understand? These people that hold positions of authority hide the fact that they're in these type of connections and want their person to settle. King of Swords is out here juggling. The King of Swords? What is you juggling, child? Girl, welcome, Jamaica. Welcome. What is the King of Swords with the Two of Pentacles here, honey? King of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Okay, let me figure out how to ask this question. What do you want us to know about this King of Swords? Thank you. King of Wands, he's a leader. And he has authority. I said, what do you want us to know about this King of Swords? King of Wands, this could be two of them right here. I said, what do you want us to know about the King of Swords? Juggling the King of Wands? A leader or somebody with authority? Clarify this energy, please. King of Swords, King of Wands. I said, what do you want us to know? Manipulating, insecure, poor planning, narcissism. The King of Swords is a leader, somebody with authority, and they're a narcissist. They're your employers. They're your husbands. They're people with positions of power. Oh, shit. Tell me. Yeah, litigation. They're going through stuff. They're also misinformed. They're in spiritual court. Whoever I'm talking to, this King of Wands, King of Swords is in spiritual court at this time here. They're in spiritual court. For this misinformation. For this agreeing to disagree with how this is really supposed to be set up. Clarify the Five of Wands in reverse. Because remember, we got the Five of Wands in the upright over here. This is why they're in the Five of Wands reverse. They're in spiritual court for competing with you. Because I said you guys are the competition. They're in spiritual court for trying to compete with this dynamic, with this setup over here. Mother, father, spouse. These people got a phobia of relationships where it's just a man and a woman, or men and women. Okay. Jamaica, I only do video response readings. You can always donate though. Okay. Send in a super chat or a donation, or you can always join our membership. Listen, somebody here, they're in 5D. I mean, I'm just here to tell y'all, these people are in spiritual court for competing with this dynamic. And you almost got to understand, this is divine law, because we saw the Hierophant. This is universal law. This is divine law. It don't have nothing to do with us. We're not the ones judging these people. We're not the one putting our expectations on people, but y'all gonna go in spiritual court when y'all don't allow these couples to operate independently and these couples to do what the fuck they supposed. How y'all gonna push the narrative but also try to compete with divine law, universal law, man and woman, marriage and children, or divine connections and unions? How y'all gonna try to compete with that? How y'all, what did they do? Why are they in spiritual court? Five of Wands. Why are they in spiritual court? Five of Wands in reverse. Why are they in spiritual court? What is that? Ain't that what we started out with, true love, Ace of Cups? Ain't that what we started out with in this reading? Ace of Cups, True of Cups, Ace of Cups. true love. That's what I said at the very beginning of the reading. I said, whoever you are, you never disconnected from your one true love, which is the Most High God. You could have got in with the trends. You could have did what everybody else was doing. You could have went down that route because you got a King of Wands, a King of Pentacles, a King of Swords. They all dive into that lifestyle. They all dive in and adapted. They've all adapted to that narrative. But remember, we started out with the reading coming out as whoever you are, you have never disconnected from one true love. Like, your one true love is women if you're a man. Your one true love is men if you are a woman. You never disconnected from the dynamic of the original, what it is. That's what I'm picking up here. And these people are in spiritual court for trying to compete against true love. These people have disconnected from the Hierophant, from their one true love. Wow. They're in spiritual court. So please, if y'all watching me, because I know y'all are, and y'all don't donate to me, these celebrities and people, y'all literally go back and talk about me like a dog on y'all's podcasts when y'all could have asked me to come in as a guest speaker, you know what I'm saying? But I know y'all don't want to put no money in my pocket because y'all know I'll read y'all to the filth of God, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good because I know how to reserve myself and I know how to act while I don't fuck around and fuck what y'all got going on. But since y'all don't want to invite me, you know, to the public thing, but y'all love using my content to make y'all money, y'all in spiritual court too. Y'all in spiritual court too. Because y'all know what the fuck I'm saying is the truth. And instead of having my opinion and allowing me to be independent and be an independent thinker, you rather have an echo chamber over on your platform and your side of the street, even though you be on my motherfucking side of the street and I don't have an echo chamber when it comes to my platform. Y'all gonna end up inviting me to these motherfucking places or I'm gonna start calling y'all out by name. I'm telling you now, because I'm tired of y'all using my content and my messages in order to go against what I'm saying and monetize. Y'all pissing me the fuck off. Ace, Metaphor, Kitty with your hot ass, and Dr. Freakazik on tonight's conversation. Y'all the main ones that I really got beef with, and a few other y'alls. But one day either y'all gonna invite me on there and let me talk some real shit, or I'm going to make a whole post about y'all, which is eventually what I'm gonna work on doing. I'm really gonna start calling you motherfuckers out because at this point, since Spirit is saying we're gonna be the competition anyway, I might as well come out and do the same thing that y'all do to me. But I like to let y'all save face because I like people to be out here being Decepticons. I like for you to be a Decepticon. I'm okay and comfortable with y'all being a Decepticon. But you know, I might have to come out here and start creating some opposing content to be your competition because Spirit is saying y'all fucking echo chamber. And we need some independent thinkers out here with independent thoughts that don't have to adapt to this bullshit because y'all want us to. The King of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, you in spiritual court because you guys have become Decepticons on what is real life in here. And y'all have been competing against these men and women who represent the true love of the Most High God. And y'all have been creating phobias of people being able to operate independently and free of thought. And that's what I'm just going to say. You know, this is the energy. I just read the energy like I tell y'all. I don't know what's going to come out in these energy readings. I just read it to y'all as it comes out. And this is what's on the table today. And you motherfuckers is in spiritual court here, period. There go the King of Pentacles, came back out. King of Pentacles. Listen to all these motherfucking men that you got out here that didn't adopted to this shit here. You got King of Pentacles. Those are husbands. King of Pentacles are people involved in commitments. King of Pentacles is also boss daddy energy. These are men who employ other people. So you got King of Pentacles, boss daddy energies. Then you got the King of Wands. They are leaders. They are leaders with authority. Then you got the King of Swords. These are lawyers. These are prosecutors. These are DA judges. These are police officers. You got the King of Pentacles. You got the King of Wands. You got the King of Swords out here adopting to this lifestyle, being Decepticons. And what Spirit is revealing, and see what y'all need to be real careful of. Make sure y'all share this with these people here, especially these Decepticons. If you out here succumbing to that lifestyle and you got your wife in these third-party situations and you're lying to your wife, you're going to spiritual court. If you are a feminine energy and you're lying to your husband and you are involved in it, you're going to spiritual court. Your wife, your husband does not have to stand by while you out here in same-sex situations because you refuse to live in your truth. We don't mind that y'all do what y'all do, okay? But what you don't understand is that we don't have to have our energy harvested through these people. You don't have to take our energy and go put it over there because you don't want to live in your truth. Now you involving people that have not volunteered to be involved in these connections and situations because you refuse to live in your truth. So it is breaking spiritual law because you are taking a divine being's energy and intercepting it in a situation that has nothing to do with them. This is why you're in spiritual court, period. Why is the King of Pentacles out here? King of Pentacles. Because somebody's going to jail. I told you I saw the Chariot. And I saw like military. And I heard militant. I heard what's understood don't need to be spoken. A lot of these people are going to go to jail. They're going to be either imprisoned mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, or they're going to prison for real. Some of these men are going to be victimized as well. But the Chariot, forward movement, they're going to jail. Why is the King of Pentacles to the Chariot here? What did this King of Pentacles necessarily do here? They're in spiritual court. And since we have the 5D, we got the 5D because we got the relationship that's manifested in the 3D. So if this is spiritual court, it's going to end up manifesting in the 3D. If they in spiritual court, eventually something they going to do is going to result in them being imprisoned in the 3D. That's just alignment. King of Pentacles, Chariot. I'm telling you, somebody is destroyed. Okay? This is somebody going into like some type of exhaustion. This King of Pentacles was giving unto and investing. 6 of Pentacles, celebrities. 6 of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles should have... This King of Pentacles was manifesting in your energy. This King of Pentacles was manifesting in your energy. That's what I'm getting. This King of Pentacles is going to spiritual jail, in spiritual court for manifesting in your energy. And then 6 of Pentacles giving something of yours to somebody else. 6 of Pentacles to the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So they was manifesting off your energy. So they put y'all in these commitments, these marriages, these relationships. You're a divine being, right? You're a divine being with this good energy, with this abundant energy. They're manifesting in your energy. And instead of coming and bringing the manifestation, the payment back to you, they take it and they invest elsewhere. That is not going to sow a harvest for the connection when it comes to the divine being. So these people are harvesting y'all's energy and then not even bringing you back a harvest, even though they're using your energy. This is why this King of Pentacles is going to go to prison. For some of you, they could have even been taking something of yours, money, because that's a whole nother story for another day when I was telling you guys about that. So for some of you here, yeah, they was giving, but not to you, even though they was using your energy, your money, whatever it is, and then holding on to you, not letting you go. There's the Empress right there. Because remember I told y'all in the first spread, the Empress was delayed, imprisoned. Somebody was holding on, confined. Probably one of these energies. You trying to get to your true love, your mate. You trying to get to your person, but these people are harvesting off of the divine feminine energy. Listen, this is sick. If you listen to what I'm saying, y'all don't like women, but y'all love the energy of the women. Y'all love the harvest, the reward of women. Y'all don't like us though. Can't stand us. You can't stand us, but you want to employ us. You want to marry us. You want to fuck on us, but you don't like us. That's spiritual jail. You're going straight to hell, spiritual jail. You don't even like us, but you want to be married to us. You want to have children by us, but you don't. That's harvesting energy for the wrong reason. This woman or that woman, whoever this King of Pentacles is married to or employs, that woman has a destiny with a man out here. And you doing what you're doing, knowing you don't like that woman, is preventing that woman from aligning with her true destiny. You're going to jail, whether it's spiritual jail, whether it's jail. You know what I'm talking about. Everybody's story is going to be different. That's what we have going on out here. We have a bunch of men who are stalling out these women who have a destiny with their divine counterparts because they don't want to live in their truth. So they marry them, they employ them, they fuck on them, they go with them, but they don't like them. They use your energy to build financial wealth without coming back and investing in you. These are one-sided relationships. These are one-sided financial connections. This man has no intention in pouring anything to you other than burdens. They taking and giving somewhere else. What's the Six of Pentacles? Whoever this energy is, they giving somewhere else. Six of Pentacles. And for some of you, they like kids. I'm telling you. They paying to have you bound so that they can build the Ten of Pentacles wealth. So for some of these men, they could be given, you know, paying judges and lawyers. Think about it. When a man go through a divorce, he'll pay the lawyer or he'll pay people to say you're the worst kind of mother. You're the worst kind of wife, right? To keep you bound. So that you can't move forward, locks up your finances so that you don't get the financial abundance. Because here's the Ten of Pentacles. He gridlocks you from being able to live a lifetime success that your ancestors planned for you by paying and giving unto. You're the worst kind of mother. After he didn't ejaculated in you, by the way, then all of a sudden you're no good. You're not worth anything. You're the worst kind of mother. You're the worst kind of wife. You're the worst kind of woman that ever existed. This is that Eight of Swords energy confining you, imprisoning you, and victimizing you to keep you from moving on to your ancestral legacy. The King of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Swords, y'all fucking diabolical. You go into spiritual court and we call immediate judgment on your bitch ass. Some of y'all is going to jail. I know I'm manipulative, Red Jasper. I gotta be manipulative, talking about men and women and fathers and healing the community. I gotta be manipulative to be telling men and women that they are the true competition for these Decepticons. I sure am. I sure am. Yeah, I'm manipulative. So instead of leaving you with the Four of Cups in reverse, right? Instead of saying they're bored with you, they're not happy with you, they stay connected to you. Okay. Instead of saying, I'm really not that into you, I really prefer other things, alternative lifestyles, other situations, they fake it. They put on a mask, they come home to you, they fake it. Now you're miserable. Now you're somewhere a little bit miserable and mad and angry and unhappy. Then eventually you get sick and you gone. You gone. And for some of you, this is the plan. To gridlock you so you never come into your ancestral legacy, Ten of Pentacles, so you never receive your spiritual inheritance. These men are sent into your life, or these women are sent into your life to make sure that you never get to your spiritual inheritance, that you never reap the reward of your ancestral legacy. Because they're going to come in, they're going to impregnate you, they're going to marry you, they're going to employ you, and not so that you could live up to your ancestors' legacy, or you could build success and generational wealth, but so you won't meet your divine counterpart, so you won't go on to leave this legacy, because they have a fucking phobia of women meeting their divine counterparts, or men meeting their divine counterparts, so that they can ultimately build the life that the Most High God says when it comes to the mother and the father, so that the world can never see this type of dynamic ever. Okay? Okay? And I'm here to tell y'all, I will not be on YouTube or any of these platforms too long. Spirit is about to take me to radio. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have to deal with these red Jasper trolls who I trigger every day. I'm over it. I don't want y'all in my comment section. And I hate to have to cut off my comment section, because there's so many wonderful people that I enjoy talking to and communicating with. But I'm so tired of these hit dogs coming in my things. And this is what's going to happen, Red Jasper. So make sure you go back and tell all your pretzel friends, I'm going higher to where y'all can't even reach me. Y'all can talk now, but the fact that y'all keep trolling me and trying to stop me, I'm just going to go broader. I'm going to be broadcasting everywhere. This is literally what happens. I started off really small, and I'm just going to keep expanding them. I'm just going to keep expanding, because I'm tired of seeing them in my comment section. And Spirit is tired of y'all addressing me. Like, I should, like, for real, y'all should, I don't want to even be talked to. I don't even want to be talked to at some point. Some point, it's just, you're going to have to call in, be a caller to call in. Okay? I'm against your God. I'm against your God. I'm a problem for your God, as a matter of fact. Okay? Very much so. Very much so. Very much so. Call them up. Call them up. Okay? Call them up. Call them. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, so I had to come on here. Let me get him out of here, because I just really don't want him to get with y'all. Like, okay. Let me see what, that's why I came on here a little bit earlier, because I was like, this is like, that's crazy. Like, I heard, and how can anybody be mad at the message? How can anybody be mad at the message of mother and father healing the relationship dynamic so that the children can be reared? You know what I'm saying? Don't the children deserve to be reared, read to, nurtured, loved, instead of the women all uptight, angry, can't even focus on rearing the children because life circumstances, and these men so bothered by getting folded up like a pretzel that the women can't even have time to nurture and rear the children? I was telling this lady the other day, she's 71 years old, and she was talking to me. And I had to tell her, I came out of corporate. I was making $100,000 a year. I came out of corporate to homeschool my son and to be at home with my son, because I was so afraid that something was going to happen to my son. You feel me? I gave that motherfucking job up, and I built a business in the basement while I homeschooled my motherfucking son, because I was so afraid that if I wasn't at home with him or my daughter, that life would come and do something to them. And I told that lady, I sacrificed financial security and abundance so that I could have my children instead of sacrificing my children for the abundance. Now, everybody can't do that. I'm not telling everybody to do that. Would I do it again? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I felt like that's what I had to do, you know? That's what I had to do. And I shouldn't have had to do it, but I did. What else is out here? The magician is losing. I'm telling you, the manipulators are losing to the wounded warriors. Come through. Whatever y'all are doing in this spiritual warfare, y'all are causing these warlocks, these witches, these illusionists, these magicians a loss. I'm telling you, this is why you're coming out as the wounded warrior. This is spiritual warfare. This is the stumbling blocks, the challenges that these people was placing in your life, but you kept going, you kept going. You never disconnected from your true love. This is why the wounded warrior gets the reward. This is why the Nine of Wands gets the reward. The wounded warrior gets the reward. Let's talk about it. Nine of Wands. Can't make this shit up. Pop right out. Justice. This is why the Nine of Wands gets the justice over the magician. Somebody here, you're going to get justice. Something's going to be made fair in your life. Something that has taken a long time to get to you is coming, and it's a very solid offer. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving pentacle in the deck, but it is the most solid. Your justice is to receive something solid. Good news. There goes that good news again. I'm telling you, your justice is to receive something solid. It's taken a long time because you had to earn it. With the Nine of Wands, it's taken a long time because you had to earn it. And if the magician would have used the Nine of Wands method, they would be getting justice too. But somebody chose to use manipulation. Somebody chose to use magic. Somebody chose to use, you know, creating illusions instead of earning it. And that's the difference. And that's why they are taking this loss. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Something solid is coming in for you. You know what? Flipped over. The devil. You know what's solid coming in for you? The devil. The devil is going to do the work energy. The devil's going to do the hard work, the dark work. Because the devil ain't the magician in this energy. The magician is the manipulators, the ones creating these false illusions. I said, what's coming in for you? The devil. He gonna do some things for you. What's the devil? I'm telling you, the devil's gonna come in and handle some shit here. Why? Because you never disconnected from your first love. Because you stayed tapped in. Remember Job? Didn't Job go to cry? Didn't Job go to God and say, didn't the devil go to God about Job? He wanted to sift Job. And God said, yeah, because Job is never going to leave me. Job will never leave me. The devil went to God and asked permission. Could he do this to Job? And God said, yeah, because Job ain't never going to leave me. And he sifted Job. Job lost everything. And at the end, Job got double. Right? So what's coming in? The devil. What's the devil? I'm telling you. The devil's going to do the work. Let's clarify. I'm telling you, Ace of Pentacles. The devil's going to give you a gift. The devil energy is going to give you an opportunity. And I don't look at the devil as being... The church tries to make y'all feel like the devil is like this big thing, scary thing, right? But then the same pastor and church will turn around and say that Satan was defeated on Calvary. But if Satan was defeated on Calvary and scripture says that you have the power to tread upon scorpions, then why is everybody so afraid of the devil when obviously in everything in scripture, the devil works for the Most High God? If the devil works for the Most High God, then why do people get scared of the devil? The devil is coming in with this opportunity. I did a reading a few weeks ago, and everybody got a job to do. I did a reading a few weeks ago, and I said the devil needs souls, right? This is what I said in this reading, and it came out in the energy reading. I said the devil needs souls, right? And the devil know you ain't never gonna sell your soul, right? The devil already knows this, but the devil needs souls. So what the devil does is use you as a pawn for people to break universal and spiritual law against you. And those that become envious and jealous and do the things that causes them to lose their soul is how he gains the souls. He can never have your soul, but he will use you as a pawn to get people to break their contracts so he can have their soul. So what we have with the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords is them being put in spiritual court competing against you. So now what does the devil have? Souls. So he gonna come pay you. Because you done got him souls or her souls. Take it as it resonates. You see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't the devil come and give you an opportunity or a gift when you have been the pawn that has allowed him to accumulate so many motherfucking souls? You got the King of Wands, that's a leader, that's an authority. You got the King of fucking Swords, who is some type of lawyer, attorney general, DA, motherfucking this, that, right? You got the King of Pentacles, who's an employer, a father, these husbands who have sold their motherfucking soul competing with you. That's a lot of people. You didn't got that person a lot. You didn't got this entity, this deity, so many motherfucking souls competing with the dynamic of the masculine and feminine energy. It's like now somebody's going to come in and hand you this gift. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't this energy pay you for all of the reward that he has been able to accumulate with this magician energy, lost energy, for them competing with you? What's the gift here? Dang. He's separating these people from the Ten of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Because in the first spread, the Four of Cups was in reverse. These are people who didn't want to let you go. It's in the upright. Now he is causing these people to let you go so that you can come into your Ten of Pentacles, your original Pentacle. Because remember, they wouldn't let you go. But now that they're in spiritual court, he owns their souls. They must release you. Now you're being released and given the Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity to build your ancestral legacy. Come through, Spirit. And that is how you win. Not by doing the revenge yourself, by allowing people to put themselves in spiritual court. Let people break universal law when it comes to you. Let people break universal and divine law when it comes to you so they can be held in spiritual court. That way you ain't got to go to man's court. When you allow people to break universal law and divine law, it'll keep your ass out of jail. It'll keep your ass out of court, okay? When you allow people to do the F shit that they do by breaking divine law and universal law, you're going to win by not the devil coming through with the opportunity. Four Cups in reverse. My goodness, this was a good reading. Four Cups in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, y'all. Look, the Hierophant in the reverse. Remember in the first spread, the Hierophant, Spirit said, you are the true love. You never disconnected from your true love. And I said, what's the Four Cups in the reverse for them? The people who disconnected from God. They sold their soul. Now the devil has them. That's his reward. That's why he's coming to release you. He's making them let you go. He got what he wanted. He succeeded. He got the souls. He's fed. He's good. They got to let you go now. They got to let you go. Because now the devil got a hold on them. Four of Pentacles. He holds their strength. You understand? He got their mind. Come through, spirit. And they didn't see this coming. It's like now he got them. Because they gave up on God, their true love. They gave up on true love. They gave up on true love. They gave up on God. They gave up on the divine law of the mother and the father. They gave it up. Because I honestly feel like you can be a trans and you could be anything you want to be. Just don't disrupt the divine law. Just don't disrupt the divine law. Don't try to make your lifestyle the end all and the be all, because that is breaking divine law. You can go and get folded up like a pretzel and pounded on by a horse however many times you want to. But you should never get up and then say that that is the original. You should never. You should never. And that was their mistake. Their mistake was allowing their pleasures and their preference to become law. That is the mistake that they are making. Come out of it. If you are somebody in the LGBTQ community, my advice to you would be have your preference. Have your preference, right? But don't make it law. Stay away from the law, baby, because the alpha will always team up with the omega. The female and the masculine is always going to be what has been since the beginning of time. Don't make it your law, baby. Enjoy what you enjoy. Your preference is your preference, but it ain't law. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your one true love, which is acknowledging that man is made in the image of both woman and both man. Don't make it law like it's anything other than it is. Because not only is that delusion, but that's also breaking spiritual law. That's the message here today for anybody, depending on whatever side that you own. It's not law. Y'all's lifestyle is not law. What is law is the mother and the father and the children. And these women will be able to rear these children. These women will be able to nurture their husbands in their communities. That's law. That's law. And I would suggest that y'all stand the fuck down by keep coming against these women, trying to make them accept your law, because it's not law. That's the message, you guys. That's the message here. I had no idea where we was going. I heard what's understood doesn't need to be spoken. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. What's understood doesn't need to be spoken. And I also heard it's military. I mean, this is military protected according to the scripture, according to divine law. The divine law is protected by the military. And I'm not just going to say this U.S. military. I'm talking about the galactic military. I'm talking about whoever is militant up there. That's the law that's protected. That's the truth. And that's the reading. I'm Maisha, the goddess flame. All right. This is the kingdom state of mind, you guys. I provide clarity, energy readings Monday through Thursday, most times at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I would love to see you guys back here another day. I think I'm going to go ahead and possibly make this message for members only. The replay will probably only be available for members, because I don't know. I don't want no beef with that community. You know what I'm saying? They already don't like me. They already trying to figure out ways to get me locked up and for defamation, and they say I threatens them and I'm dangerous and stuff like that, you know. And so I'm gonna have to see if the Most High God wants me to keep this message public, but I don't know. I'm glad I could deliver this message to you guys. Shout out to the mother and the fathers who never separated from their true love. I pray protection and peace over these divine unions that are coming together. I really hope that you guys allow the Most High God to bring you into these divine unions. And I'm so excited that y'all going to be independent thinkers, operating independently and building something strong. May God continue to bless you and keep you protected at all times. All right. Peace. Hi, Essential Love. All right. I'll talk to you guys too.